hope everybody's having a good day. I hope this comes out okay. I'm recording it actually outside on the porch. It's a beautiful February day down here in Florida. It's in the low 80s, just beautiful out right now. I just wanted to be outside, and there might be some background noise here. But I'm going to go over why I believe the Roku is better than the Google device. And for this particular one, I'm going to actually choose the Google Own because it's price comparable. It's not the new Google, it's price comparable to the Roku, and quality for quality, it's about the same for either one because I do own both and I do use both. But I'm just going to say why the Roku is better on this. First, the user interface. Roku's user interface is arguably a lot easier. Everything is just there, set up. You got your apps and you use it. Yes, they had some advertising on the two sides, which is fine. It's not that bad. The Own, the big advertising on top, you got video playing, stuff going all over. Now, I know there's a setting in there where it's app only mode, which is great. I do like that. But as soon as you go to the apps only mode, your voice commands don't work or anything like that, which is a big fail. If they would have the apps only mode, Google Own would be a lot better in my opinion. So for the user interface, Roku gets the advantage. Next one is going to be the content selection. This one I'm going to give a slight edge to Roku. For the most part, you can get one to the other to this or that, but they still have some stuff that where Google has to play Google's thing, where they have to be the one in charge. Like with Samsung's, if you want to like cast and use there, they use an open format standards. They relabel it and they rename it, but it's an open standards. Google doesn't do that. So anytime you want to go to a Google device, you got to go through hoops. If you go to like a Roku with a Samsung with a lot of other phones, it just works because they use the open standard. And Google uses their own. They call it an open standard, but they lock some stuff down. And with the content, they still argue, with Apple. Can't get the Apple here. Well, you can use the app or the website. Don't want to go around this and that just to use that. So Roku does get the slice advantage for that. But for the most people, 98%, 99% need, it'll be a wash. But there is a little bit out there. Price. I'm going to say this a wash. The both high ends are about the same. Both low ends are about the same. If there is an advantage, the Google Own, their low end one compared to the Roku low end one is probably a little better with the exception of the size. The low end Google Own, you're limited on how many apps you can put on there. You're probably looking at 10, 15 apps max before you start having space problems on there. Where the low end Roku, you will not have that problem. But it available at Walmart to get in, and they're usually in stock, and I think they're a couple dollars cheaper because they're on sale quite a bit. Maybe a slight edge to the Google Own, but it's pretty much a wash up and down. The next thing, the remote control. This one also is a wash. It's going to be a personal preference. Now, the remote control and the use of it's a little better with the Roku, in my opinion, but that's going to be a personal preference for most people. So that's a wash. It is easier to buy a secondhand Roku remote than it is Google Own, just because there's more Rokus around and the Roku is a Roku standard. You don't have to worry about the exact model you have. Here is the big one, why the Roku's better. Connecting to a Wi-Fi. For a most part, connecting to the Wi-Fi, username and password, you're golden. No issues. You're fine. But the capture portal in any hotels, the Google Own, it's a pain in the arse. It's such a pain in the arse. I do travel with a small little travel router, so for me, it's not a big deal. But for most people, they're not going to carry small little ones. So it's hard. Then they say, well, go through the Google Home. Well, if you can't do that all the time because it's not connected to the Wi-Fi each to get to each other. So it is a real problem and pain with the Google Own to connect to a capture portal, where the Roku, makes it drop dead simple. It even pops up on the screen and tells you right to do. I got a video with that I'll link at the end that you can watch how to do the Roku to the capture portal, how easy it is. That's the biggest reason why for 99% of the people that want to travel with the Roku, it's better. If it's at a home, it's pretty much a wash back and forth to which one you want. In my opinion, the Roku's a little better. It's a little cleaner, a little less advertising in your face, a little easier maneuvering, using, connecting. But some of that is personal preference. But to me, the Roku is just a cleaner all around. That's basically it on why I think the Google Own is not a good device as the Roku. Again, like I said, a lot of it's going to come down to personal preference. But if I had to pick one and just one only, I would choose the Roku. I do travel with both. I am one of them. Depends on what, here and there. Now, sideloading apps, it is easier on the Google Own. I don't sideload apps. If you do sideload apps, you're probably going to want the Google Own. I don't, but that is why I prefer the Roku. So I hope this is helpful. If you disagree with me, tell me why below. And please just don't tell me I'm an idiot. I hear that enough in my life. Tell me why I'm an idiot, please. So I do appreciate this. And I hope everybody has a great day. And I appreciate you guys watching. Give a like and subscribe if you don't mind. And thank you very much.